All righty. Here we are live. Live on a Monday. Let's cut this music back and we'll get on with business. I really want to say thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Let me get up here. I hope I didn't hit the wrong button here. Okay, here we go. Uh, we jumped on here because we have a full week of broadcasting, and I wanted to bring everybody up to steam. Up to steam. No, that's not right. Up to speed. That's what it is. Up to speed. Up to speed. Espenlaub will get it right. I'm sure he will. Anyhow, we have a full week of programming, broadcasting, both here on our live streams and on our radio show. If you are listening, watching for the first time, you are watching. I have a hard time because after years of being on the radio, when I switch over and do this live stream, I still think people are listening. Although you are listening, but you're also watching. But anyhow, if this is your first time here, you are watching the George Espenlaub Show, coming to you live from the Funny Farm. That's right, from the Funny Farm in a place called Our World. We don't know where our world is. We have no tangible address. We never did, we don't, and we will not as long as we are in our world. We invite you to come on in because it's a whole lot safer here than it is in your world. This is a place where fantasy and reality are intertwined, and we can't tell the difference. If you can, please let us know. We won't pay attention to what you say anyhow. So we invite you to come in. The chat room is open. I call it the chat room. I don't really know what it is, but you can leave your comments, ask questions, so on and so forth. We wanted to jump on here this afternoon just to bring you up to speed of what is going on this week uh, with our live streams. So whether you're down the street, around the corner, across America, or somewhere around this great big world, thank you for tuning in. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here, right where you're at right now, we are going to have this gentleman with us here, Dr. Christopher Hall. I just got off the telephone with him. We were talking about some things. Back in August, I believe it was August, we had Chris on the radio. And since we have implemented our live stream in October, we thought it would be good to have Chris come back where you can not only hear him, but see him. He has an incredible story to tell. Trust me, it is an incredible story. He wrote this book, Ward of the Court. Oh, my. You are going to be thrilled by this story of how he grew up in one of the worst housing projects in the city of Los Angeles. Today, he is a practicing medical doctor. And not only that, we get a double treat tonight. Not only Chris will be on the show, but his wife will be with us also. My, oh my. So you're in for a real treat tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here, right where you're at now. We'll be streaming live into the George Espenlaub page, and we will be streaming live into YouTube at the same time. We will, there's Miss Cassandra, that's my buddy. I'm telling you what, that lady right there, she is just a wonderful person. Cassandra says she'll be watching. I believe Cassandra heard her on the or heard Chris on the radio the last time he was with us. So she's familiar. I think she can attest to the fact that it's an incredible story. So we'll be having Chris with us tonight at 8 p.m., right where you're at right now. So please spread the word. Share it. Start watch parties. Get this thing out there so everybody knows. That's tonight at 8 p.m. Then, and I'll be back just before we leave. Then, tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, oh, you are in for a treat. We are bringing this gentleman plus two other gentlemen on with us tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This man that you see on the screen is my good friend. I've I've known Harry Burke for a long, long time. This man, he lives in Northern Ireland. Harry has that popular, very popular, swinging 60 shows on Spreaker.com. I play his promo all the time on the radio. If you haven't heard Harry and the Swinging 60 show, oh my, please take the time. Just Google the Swinging 60s and Harry will pop right up. He is on Spreaker every Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. his time there in Ireland, and you can figure out the math on all the other time zones here in the United States. But Harry is going to be with us from Northern Ireland tomorrow afternoon. Plus, we will be having Paul Lawrence right there with him. He's from Canada. He is originally from England, but he lives in Canada. And my good friend John Bundy out of Denver, Colorado. So those three gentlemen will be with us tomorrow afternoon. We'll have Harry from Ireland, we'll have Paul from Canada, and we'll have John from Denver, Colorado. That's tomorrow afternoon. So uh, join with me as Harry flies in through cyberspace and visits with us from Ireland, and Paul zooms in from cyberspace to be with us from Canada, and our good friend John Bundy zooms in out of Denver, Colorado. So that's tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Then on Wednesday evening at 8 p.m., we will have this gentleman with us, Chris Herman, the useful art of midlife travel, one man's journey that will inspire you to live your travel adventures. Chris will be coming to us out of Australia. This is an international week. Trust me, this is international week. Chris will be coming. Hi, Scott. Everybody's doing good here. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Chris Herman will be with us out of Australia. So tomorrow night or Wednesday night, when Chris comes on, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll already be Thursday in Australia. I love it. I just get all that warm fuzzy feeling. These time zones just they trip me up. I mean, I just love it. I just love it. He'll be with us. Let me read something to you because I have to read it because if I don't, I won't get it right. The useful art of midlife travel. One man's journey that will inspire you to live your travel adventures. And this is what it says. Reading this entertaining travel memoir, you'll discover how one man's journey, prompted by a personal loss, has changed his life forever and inspired countless others. A grandfather of seven, Chris Herman left his home and family in Australia and embarked on an unlikely and at times hilarious 365-day solo backpacking adventure around the world. Chris set out to live every day as an unknown adventure. He wasn't trying to escape from life or to find himself. Instead, he wanted to be free to explore and escape the normal routines and expectations of life. While some saw his trip as crazy, he embraced it as a way to challenge himself, to push himself out of his control zone, out of his comfort zone. He left with no purpose other than to take each day as it came and be open to opportunities. You'll learn how one project he initiated has benefited online media. Uh, get it right, Espenlaub. You'll learn how one project he initiated has benefited charities worldwide. Chris's story has been covered by the BBC and by numerous TV, radio, print, and online media across Australia, Europe, and Asia. During his journey, he was inspired by the confidence of many young travelers he met along the way. He hopes the youthful art of midlife travel will inspire you to live your travel adventures. Wow. That's on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Chris Herman, he will be with us out of Australia. Wow. That's pretty cool. I think that's just pretty cool. All right. That is on Wednesday night. I am working on something for Thursday afternoon, early Thursday evening. But once I get it all put together, I'll let you know. Friday night, Friday night again at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have Stephen Page with us, the author of The Salty River Bleeds. This man grew up in Detroit. He will be coming to us from Argentina. Argentina on Friday night. Stephen Page, The Salty River Bleeds. So we've got an international week scheduled starting tonight with this man right here, Ward of the Court, an incredible story. So I invite you, please tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This time, for those that heard him on the radio back in August, I think it was in August, now you'll be able to see Chris, and his lovely wife will be with us also. So, Ward of the Court, Christopher Hall, Dr. Christopher Hall, will be with us tonight at 8 p.m. And then tomorrow afternoon, oh, you're going to love this guy. You're going to love him. You're going to love Paul. You're going to love John. I'll tell you, it's going to be like four guys sitting around the campfire, and we're going to have us a campfire discussion, and we're going to talk about well, we're going to talk about a bunch of things. So make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Uh, it'll all be posted up there on the George Espenlaub Show page on Facebook. And then on Wednesday night, we will be having with us out of Australia, Chris Herman. And then Friday night, Stephen Page from Argentina. So we got them. We got them coming. Let's see: Ireland, Canada, the United States, Australia, and Argentina, all this week. So that's why we wanted to come on here this afternoon and give you a heads up. So here's what I would ask for you to do. Please share it, share it out there. We will be putting up about 4 o'clock, 4:30 this afternoon. We'll be putting up that which pertains to our guest tonight, Dr. Chris Hall. We'll be putting that up. Share that, push that out. What I would ask you to do with this live stream is to push it out there. Please start watch parties. What a watch party does is when you start a watch party, that puts this video in your news feed and it goes into your stream, and people that are friends on your Facebook page and so on and so forth, they get to see it. We can't reach everybody. So we ask you to help us by doing that. Watch parties and sharing and all these other good things. And that's what it takes. So please do that for us. And then when we post tonight or 4:30 this afternoon, when we post about our guest tonight, share that also and get it into as many people's hands as you possibly can. I appreciate everything that everyone is doing. We are uh, we're doing things. We're doing things, and we've got a lot of more things. Yeah, a lot of more. We got a lot of more things planned, folks. We really do. We're going to have some fun get-togethers. We're going to have some very serious guest. The man that we had on the radio Friday night, Chris Bird from San Antonio, Texas. I spoke with him for quite some time this morning, uh, and we are planning on doing some segments. If you didn't hear him Friday night on the radio, please go to our radio place. You can click on it right from the George Espenlaub show page on Facebook, or you can just go to this link right here, uh, right there, and you can listen to the Friday night show. In fact, you can listen to all the shows that we have done in the past as many times as you want to. You can download them, do with them what you want, distribute them, get them out there for us. Uh, we have many, many people that watches in many different countries around the world, and that's why I always say down the street, around the corner, across America, and around the world, because people are watching. But go to there, and you can see that. Another thing I would ask you to do is go to the espenblog.com. We just put up an article, I think it was last evening. Our good friend Ed Temple has been named the education editor of Zenith News. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with Ed, but go to the espenblog.com. You can not only read about Ed, but there's a whole lot of crazy stuff on that website about the whole gang here at the Funny Farm. You get familiar with them. They all have a voice, and there is a bunch of characters on there. Characters that you will never, never meet in your world, because they all live in our world here at the Funny Farm. So go there if you would be so kind to do that. This is our Facebook, the George Espenlaub Show. Go there. You can read all about it and see it, and all that stuff that's posted on there. And then here's what I want you to do. Send me an email, georgece@comcast.net, georgece@comcast.net. I get emails and I answer each and every one of them. And I will continue to do that. So if you have questions or suggestions or whatever, georgece@comcast.net. The only thing we ask is that you be nice, because if you're not nice, uh, we just delete them, make them go away. Uh, georgece@comcast.net. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on this week right here on the live stream. And of course, our programming will be up on the radio. We'll have the George Espenlaub Show live, and we'll have some other things uh, popping up there, 3 or 4 shows a night, and this and that, and those and these, and all the other things. So there's a lot of stuff going on. We're planning on bringing back some musicians. We're gonna some of the musicians that we've had on the radio in the past, in the last several months, has produced some new material, and they're going to be coming back on the radio with us, and we're going to be banging, and we're going to be tapping our feet, snapping our fingers, bobbing our head, and shaking our booty for sure. So send me your emails. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. for this man right here, an incredible story, Ward of the Court. And we get an extra treat because Mrs. Hall is going to be joining us also. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, Romans, and countrymen, I just wanted to duck in here real quick and throw that out at you, and hope that you can push this out here for us. There goes some of them bells here at the Funny Farm. I mean, that's understandable, right? You got bells and whistles and all. We got a lot of voices here at the Funny Farm also. So we wanted to put that out there. So push this thing for us. And before we go, we have to let Dude earn his keep. So here we go. This is Dude. And that's dude. He worked his 30 seconds, but we're going to make him work again tonight. So that'll be one whole minute that dude worked today. That's pretty good, don't you think? Anyhow, all right, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. My coffee's getting chilled. I've got some phone calls to make. I got to heat my coffee up first before I do all that stuff. And I trust that you'll join me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right where we're at now. So until then, I just trust and pray that God will keep you right in the center of his hand. I'll see you tonight.